With no 3D Mario game announced, there is a huge hole in the required launch window. But here comes a new challenger. Had we all forgotten about Donkey Kong? Nintendo's first big success. Miyamoto's original creation. Before Mario, before Zelda, before Pikmin, he had Donkey Kong, and it was glorious. There have been times in the past when Donkey Kong was a true system seller. The original Famicom, Nintendo's first proper serious attempt at a games console hardware and what would obviously eventually be rebranded as the NES, was originally designed specifically with the goal of being able to sell to the consumer on the promise of playing an accurate home version of Donkey Kong. When Nintendo's 16-bit console, the Super Nintendo, was flagging in the West and being outsold 3 years in a row by the Sega Genesis or Mega Drive, was it a Mario or Zelda game that turned around the fortunes and eventually won the console wars sales-wise? No, it was Donkey Kong Country. Again, thank you, Rare. I struggle to think of other examples where DK was a true system seller and can think of many lesser entries, but I do have very fond memories of the launch of the Super Game Boy, where Donkey Kong 94 was the killer app launch game being used to demonstrate that system. Perhaps the finest 2D Mario game ever made. Fight me, bro. And it doesn't even have Mario in the title. In recent years, Donkey Kong has somewhat stagnated. Sure, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, to those in the know, is one of the absolute greatest 2D platform games of all time. But it and its still good but inferior and looking a little long in the tooth predecessor didn't exactly set sales figures ablaze when they were re-released on the Switch One. I would argue because of the extremely cynical overpricing, especially Donkey Kong Returns. But now here we are. Donkey Kong Bonanza, not Bonanza, but Bananza. You see, it's a pun because Donkey Kong likes bananas. Oh, how we laughed. But this is no laughing matter. It's the first true 3D Donkey Kong platform game since the Nintendo 64, and this time, no expansion pack is required. When we don't have a 3D Mario game, can 3D Donkey Kong step in and fill Jumpman's shoes? I would argue quite possibly. And I think that by the end of today, we'll have a lot clearer idea of whether this game is likely to crown Nintendo as the king of the jungle.
Hello, friends. You've stumbled across a short clip from the Daily Switch 2 podcast. Please give it a like. If you'd like to hear more, click subscribe, and you can find all the ways to listen to and support the full daily podcast at linktree/Daily Switch 2. Let's go! Did I sound like I mean that? I do. I really do.